What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Brawl Project. Today is a very special day because today was the Ikoria preview event sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. I was fortunate enough to have an account with all of the Ikoria cards, and I was fortunate enough to play some Brawl. A huge shout out to MTGLandfall, who took some time out of their day in order to help me record these videos. There'll definitely be a link to their channel probably up there and probably down in the description, so go check them out because they really helped me out a lot here. This is just some raw footage. We had a pretty small window that we could fit the games in, so this is just a bunch of games with a bunch of different Brawl decks. All the deck lists, of course, are in the description, and I actually have another video that I'm about to film right after this that will have all of the, we'll have deck text available of them, and that should be linked up here and linked in the description as well. As always, if you like the video or if you want to watch more Brawl content and stay tuned to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, helps me out a bunch. The Brawlers Guild Hall is free for the next month, so I plan on certainly playing a lot of Brawl. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into some gameplay, because we only played a few games, but awesome things happened in almost all of them. Let's get to it. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Brawl Project, and today we're taking a look at Ikoria. I got access to a special preview account for this, and I am playing Brawl with Ikoria cards. All of the decks, I'm just playing against someone else who has a preview account and is currently streaming, so unfortunately I'm not going to have time to go over the decks. I'm just going to try to get as many games in. If you want to see the deck text for all these decks, it'll be linked in this video. I'll be doing them all separately. Alright, let's see what's going on. This is a Luca deck. This is Luca combo. The basic gist of this deck is to go 2-drop into Mana Rock, into Luca, and get a 7-drop. How good is it? I really don't know. I have no idea. This is my first chance actually playing with the cards. Unfortunately, we don't have the Brawl queue available for these preview accounts. We just have I mean, there's just normal constructed and limited queues. Oh, what's going on? Oh, someone's messaging me on Hangouts. Oops. Alright, so here's step 1 of our game plan, to play a 2-drop. We don't have the Mana Rock, so we can't jump to 5, which is what we would want to do. But playing Chandra is fine also. Chandra is a good way to pressure Planeswalkers. Our opponent's playing Narset. And also, it's a good source of just having lots of creatures. Okay. So, you know, we're just gonna play Chandra here. They've got the nice Triome. This is MTGLandfall VIP, by the way. I'll put a link to their Twitch. They're streaming right now, and I put out a call for someone that can help me record this because I need another person, and they were kind enough to offer, so thanks to them. Huge shout out. Alright, so Chandra attack for 2. We really don't have anything going here, and I know I love playing, you know, with my high land counts. This strategy also is going to fall apart if my opponent like counters Luca or something. Yeah, but like I know I like playing with my high land counts. Oh man, if I had the creature. Oh, but you know we're going to be able to keep Mu Yanling down because if I got to jam Luca here, it would be pretty sweet. I'd be able to give the creature haste with Chandra, and that is nice. Ooh, looks like I'm going to be able to attack down Mu Yanling anyway. So the deck building restriction of this deck is that I missed 1 point of damage there. Oops. Oh well. The deck building restriction of this deck is that everything has to cost 2, or all the creatures have to cost 2, to guarantee that we hit a 7-drop with Luca. So if they tap out here, that makes me pretty happy. They can't just sit tight and do nothing. I mean, we are going to attack them for 5 on this next turn, if not more if we draw like some random creature that I can play. But yeah, we're just trying to take advantage of that -2 ability. I don't think I was even thinking. I don't think I even knew what the ultimate did after building this deck. Let's see if I can get some a little closer. Outlaws Merriment. You got it, opponent. Alright, here we go. Are you ready for some fireworks? What's the worst that could happen, right? Well, I'll tell you. I guess this has cycling, too. I should just go ahead and cycle it. Alright, this is what we set out to do. I don't even... yeah, I mean, I could sacrifice a token, but I don't want to. I want to exile this. Alright, what are we going to get? It's going to be a 7-drop. Alright. Ooh, missed some damage there. Well, actually, I think the plus loyalty is probably a little better here. Oh, I forgot to give haste! No! Oh, I was so ready to attack for 10 with terror, and I just didn't give it haste. Oh, man. Well, that is what the deck is trying to do. It's trying to upgrade those 2-drops to 7-drops. Let's see, 41 cards. I mean, I have to... Do these... Oh, these go back on the bottom of the library. Okay, okay. Alright, well, those of you at home, don't do that. That is a pretty big boo-boo. So I'd probably want to answer Terror of Mount Velos. or Luca. But I mean, honestly, like, if they answer this, then I'm just gonna play something else. If they don't answer this, they're taking 10. It's like, why isn't my creature turning sideways? It's okay. We're going to get to redeem ourselves by upgrading this Embereth Shieldbreaker. I actually think that Outlaw's Merriment is a problem for us. We don't have a way of... Well, we do have Meteor Golem. That's our way of interacting. But it is an issue because it's just going to put out a creature every turn. And we can get 7-drops, but like making sure that we have sustained damage is kind of difficult. Well, I'm blocking. This has Double Strike. So, seems good to me. I guess we're going to see a sweeper here. Is that what's happening? Ah, we are. Okay, well, we're going to draw a card. Alright, let's do it again. See if it gets haste this time. Oh, there is one creature that gets haste.
We can do this together.
Yeah, I guess what I said made no sense. Okay. Alright, gotta answer the Drakaseth. At some point, I guess I have to just keep on... I guess I have to +1 the Luca. Ooh, if they can clear out the Drakaseth and attack down Luca, then, well, I guess I just have to replay it. I don't have any way of, like, protecting my Planeswalkers. I can cycle this and see if I can hit some sort of removal spell. That's not too bad for me. They need some way of answering Drakaseth, because this is gonna spit fire all over the board. Like a -3 here? Yeah. I can answer with this. Is there any way they could have an answer for Drakaseth? White unsummon. Oh, I guess they could have unsummon. That's gotta be it. Alright, well, I'm not going to cycle the Shredded Scales in case it is unsummon. Alright, let's go straight to attack, shall we? I guess I can plus Luca. I'm not sacrificing anything here. That seems foolish. Alright, solid. I'm just gonna put a loyalty county here. Oh, we get to attack? Oh, man. 4 to this, 3 to this, and 3 to this.
I will consume you.
Alright, Drakaseth getting the job done. Alright, well, you know, let's just use the Meteor Golem to blow out the Outlaw's Merriment. Boom. Alright, I like the way this is looking. We only have one more big 7-drop in our deck, but we know exactly what it is. It's the 8/8 with haste. 8/8 trample haste. And what we can do is we can play Robber of the Rich, sacrifice it to go get an 8/8, and then play Perforos's intervention for, what, 5? Yeah, 5, 3, and make elementals with Chandra, so if they play just a big sweeper here, we actually do have lethal.
Humble your mind. There is
You're gonna see a
always more to
minus
learn.
here. Draw a card, discard something expensive to take down Drakiseth. I don't think you can let Drakiseth get another hit in.
Strike
I
with
do
the
have a
green eye
Narset
of the
deck out that I
dragon.
want to try. Alright, so they discarded a crystal. They're going to fire it at... Well... It's the Meteor Golem? Alright. Down with that. Vanishing Light, taking down Drakiseth. I don't have an answer for that. The Meteor Golem would be the only answer I have. But it's no longer available. Okay, well, here's the play that I was talking about. Let me just do the math again. We've got 8 plus 5 plus 2. That is 15. All right. Let me just make sure that this works the way I expect it to. Alright, 8-8 with haste? Yes, it's an 8-8 with haste. 2 elementals.
They're so cute.
A 5-1. And that is exactsies. Woo! Alright, I mean, that game couldn't have really gone a whole lot smoother. We did exactly what we set out to do. We played a 2-drop, we played Luca, we turned the 2-drop into a 7-drop. We even did that all 4 times for all 4 7-drops that we have. Alright, let's go on to another one. I did not choose the right game mode. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, this one is Ultimatum Tribal. This is a bit ambitious. Of course, there are the 5 ultimatums. There's the cycle of ultimatum. This one only plays 4 of them. I don't think that the Teamer one does a whole lot in this one. Okay, so we're against Narset again. And this is all just ramp decks, or cards that ramp, and play as many ultimatums as you can. It is the greediest deck you'll ever see, but that's by design. We are trying to be greedy. We're trying to fight control decks, and well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, Temple of Abandoned, Chromatic Lantern. That's actually really important for this deck because like, how are we going to the ultimatums all have 7 mana symbols, right? You have to have all 7 mana symbols. And that's not a given. So something like Chromatic Lantern and Dryad of the whatever grove makes it so that all your lands tap for whatever color you need them to. Alright. Yeah, I mean, pay 2 life. Let's go ahead and play Firemind Vessel. We could play Kenrith and just, like, draw a card on the next one. Is that right? No, that costs 9 mana. Okay, never mind. Forget what I just said. Oh, you know what? I'm such a dum-dum. I could have included Fires in this deck. That would have made it so much easy. Fires of Invention, of course, just says if you have 7 lands in play, you can just cast whatever you want. Forget about the mana cost of it, or the color requirements of it. As if we really needed more reason for that card to be insanely powerful. All right, well, I might cycle this Triome. I don't know, like, maybe I do want more lands. I'm not sure. Alright, next turn we'll have enough for Kenrith plus draw a card. If they play Narset, I think I would just play Kenrith and attack. Do we have enough for both? We actually have enough for both. Okay, well, that's good. We have 10 mana next turn. Perfect. There's Narset. Gotta know the attack's coming, right?
Let me help you practice.
Attack plus draw a card with Kenrith. Oh, no, I'm 1 mana short, aren't I? Okay, well. He's a clean answer to Narset. This is one weakness that Narset has. Narset can get attacked down pretty easily. If you have to minus with Narset, basically any haste creature is going to be able to deal with it. If they do deal with Kenrith, then what? 5, 9, Fairy Time Reveler. You got it. I don't mind a Teferi.
This isn't a fight you can win.
They might be trying to counter Kenrith on the way back down. Guess that's fine.
I'll protect you.
Let's give it a hand. Go ahead and cast it again. Imagine it's just getting countered, but that's okay. I mean, Teferi is just going to stick around and eventually get manipulated. Or we could play our own Teferi first. That's better. They're probably going to counter this, but that gives us a clear path for Kenrith to go ahead and attack Teferi. Yep, go ahead. It's fine.
I really should have seen that coming.
So what has my opponent played out of this deck? So far that's new. I mean, Narset, of course, is new. Did we see anything else the last game? They played the Triumph both times, and they had the Crystal. Ah, Dream Trawler. I mean, Dream Trawler draws cards, it's true. So does Kenrith, though. It's only a matter of time before we find our big ultimatums, right? If I really want to stop my opponent from drawing a card, I can, I guess. It doesn't seem worth it, though. Let's do this. I mean, the play to make is really to blow up the Chromatic Lantern, but that's not fun. What can I do? Gain 5 life. This is an instant. Alright. I can prevent their attack. I think that is more interesting. I mean, they can still counter it. You know, just counter from card in hand. But if they want to... if they want to just discard a card to give it hexproof, which is... I mean, it saves mana, right? Then they'll have to tap their Dream Trawler. So no ultimatums yet, which honestly makes me pretty sad. I was really hoping to see some fireworks. We've got 4 ultimatums and 43 cards left. So I'm gonna Mythos here. This card seems solid. It's not like busted. I think that the blue Mythos is actually really, really strong. I think that card is. Well, I mean, you can copy your opponent's creature and have it fight their creature if you just need to use it as a removal spell. Elspeth Conquers Death, huh? That one's pretty good. That one is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Like, whatever. Didn't have to do it then. I could have waited for them to see if they were going to do something else. They're probably just going to discard something to tap it and counter this, which is fine. Then Kenrith's going to go get exiled. I guess also, yeah, they can reanimate with Elspeth Conquers Death. It's one heck of a card. Okay, well, we've got the Realm Cloak Giant to deal with the Dream Trawler. They could have a negate or a counterspell for it. That's definitely possible. That would be problematic. Okay, Command Zone. So this would be the second time we'd cast him from the Command Zone. Fair enough. Alright, well, I think I just run out the Realm Cloak Giant, see if they do have the counterspell. It has to be a counterspell, they can't just discard a card. And then I've got 4 mana left over. That's... oh, no, I've got more mana than that. Okay, well, let's do this. Got 6 mana left over. If they counter it, it is pretty annoying. I must admit. I can play Ashiok and Plus, but I don't think that's even good. Okay, well, if they don't have it, then Ashiok becomes a lot more interesting. Alright, let's just Plus. Put some pressure on opposing Planeswalkers, threaten to ultimate. Ashiok does ultimate pretty quickly. Opponent has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I mean, they can just Agent of Treachery it. That would be annoying. Maybe I should have done something about Elspeth Conquer's Death. Maybe I should have... bouncing Elspeth Conquer's Death just seems so bad, though. I mean, I could have used the... could have used this to take down Elspeth Conquer's Death. That might have been a better idea. This can't destroy artifacts and enchantments, can it? No, it cannot. Alright, so we got some interesting decisions here. Narset. We can... Plus... Okay.
First open the heart.
Can pressure down Narset. Oh, Muyanling. Alright, this is fine. Again, Kenrith just takes down Narset. You can get the Dream Trawler back, I suppose. Migration path. Very expensive migration path. Well, let's just do this. Yeah, I mean, look, we're going to threaten the ultimate here, and we're going to have enough cards to... We're going to exile some cards and make it so that we can do some damage. I can cycle this, I suppose. That doesn't seem worth it. Alright, so let's just put a +1/+1 counter on this one. Submit. Next. Okay, so attack Narset down, attack Mu Yanling. Unfortunately, she'll be out 1, but I think that's okay. Get some exiles going. Winged Words, huh? Kaikar? Alright. The way that I built Narset, and there's no... It's not that, you know, there's one correct way to build a commander deck. I feel like that's just totally the wrong way to look at things. But the way that I built this deck was no creatures. Narset can cast everything. That's not entirely true. There are creatures. There are just creatures that go on adventures. But those don't really function like typical creatures. So what are they going to do? I think that if I'm them, I just want to get the Dream Trawler back. Then what? Plus Mu Yanling. Or maybe they have a sweeper in hand if they've got... Okay, so that probably means that they don't have a sweeper. This is going to be a 4/6 though. That is large. Although, I just swing and then Ashiok Ultimate. Like, yeah, these cards are not exciting. But I get 3 cards from graveyards. I've also got this Mass Manipulation just kind of sitting in the pocket here. Ooh. Whirlwind of Thought. That's exciting. That might be problematic for me. We got 4 mana left over. They really don't want to let this Ashiok Ultimate. I think that would be a very, very big problem for them. Can't even play the Realm Cloak Giant and give it haste. I mean, I've got the mana. The cards in my hand are not terribly exciting. Although I think I probably just want to fire off this Migration Path for future uses of Kenrith. All right, here we go. Opponent, do you have a counterspell? Because you will need it here. This is what we were trying to set up this entire time. Yeah, Hexproof isn't going to save you from this one. Oh my goodness, it is disgusting. Well, I mean... This deck plays 4 ultimatums. They're all gross. I think this one is particularly gross. Oh my goodness, we get to do the thing. Holy cow. Oh, that's actually pretty unexciting, I gotta say. Like, we can get Kaikar or whatever, but that's not exciting. I'm just gonna do this in Migration Path. Do I have 2 basic lands? It turns out I have exactly 2. Alright. I mean, what do they need here? If they've got a plain destroy all non-land permanents, planar cleansing, I think they can get out of this. And actually, they're not in a terrible spot if that happens. I do still get Kenrith, which is good when you have tons of mana, which this deck, that's why Kenrith is the commander, because this deck has tons of mana, or needs tons of mana in order to play the ultimatums. Mass Manipulation. Did they play their land? If they have Mass Manipulation on 2 for these 2, they could play a Realm Cloak. They could play the Realm Cloak Giant for free. That's kind of cool. But then I get to just steal them back, and I'm still in an okay spot. I don't think Narset does it here. I think if they tap out for something that doesn't stop me, I get the Realm Cloak Giant, make a creature attack with everything. Okay, so they're going to destroy all non-giant creatures. Alright, command zone we go. This is not a terrible spot to just, like, play 3 things here. Sure, I'll do that. So I'm gonna steal their Realm Cloak Giant. Let's get the 7/7. This and let's draw 2 cards.
Tragedies are the stars of my final.
Oh, I might be able to actually kill him here. That's 15. Alright. Well, we got to cast an ultimatum. I think that's basically what we're trying to do with this deck. Alright, let's battle again. Let's go through the gauntlet, shall we? Why does it reset to not? Yeah, let's brawl. Accept challenge. There we go. Oh, discarding tribal. Okay, I'm excited about this one. This one uses Riel. Okay, we got something else here also. This one uses Riel and uses a lot of cards with cycling and a lot of ways of discarding cards to try to gain card advantage, then plays a lot of cheap cards in order to take advantage of the fact that it has a lot of cards to use. This hand doesn't actually strike me as being that good, but we'll go ahead and keep. Karuga. Ooh, they managed to get the Karuga companion. That's exciting. All right, we'll keep this. So I think I just lead with, I mean, I know that they're not playing anything that costs 1 or 2, right? In order for Karuga to work, then they can't. Draw a card for each other permanent you control with convert mana cost. Oh man, and Leyline of Anticipation. Okay, that's exciting. Ooh, that might change things. Alright, I mean, I need to hit a 4th land in order for this Fabled Passage to not look embarrassing, but Improbable Alliance. Alright. Bag of Holding, Improbable Alliance. I know they're not doing anything. They could have Counterspell on 3, but I have no fear. I'm just going to jam out Riel there. And then if Riel sticks around, then we get to do crazy stuff. Riel says, whenever you discard one or more cards the first time each turn, draw that many cards. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties there. So with Bag of Holding, you get to discard your card, draw an extra card from Riel, and then you get to get the card back and discard it again. Big brain plays. Migratory Path. Alright, so they're going to have tons of mana on this next turn. I could Brazen Bower the Leyline of Anticipation, but that seems pretty lackluster. Alright, well, I'm just going to do this and sacrifice. I'm just going to look real menacing. I mean, I guess I can just cycle this. Oh, I was like, yeah, I'll just discard it and I'll get an attack in for one. But that's not how this works. We do, however, get to draw 2 cards, which is cool. This cycles for 1, but I think there's a fair chance that I'm going to want to use Brazen Bower on the next turn. I can use Brazen Bower on Leyline of Anticipation and make them just play whatever that they were going to play, so they can't just play at instant speed. I'm not really playing that many counterspells, so the Leyline doesn't matter that much for me, I don't think. But, you know, just not dealing with this seems easier. Oh, and I could also just draw and discard with Bag of Holding. I mean, that draws 2 cards with Riel out. I just need to make sure that this effect resolves. I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I want to actually discard my hand to Ox of Agonis. I think if they do nothing, I'm supposed to bounce the Leyline of Anticipation just to make them be honest, you know, with what they're playing. They have 1-drop into a Luna. That's pretty exciting. I mean, I guess they can do that in instant speed too. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna play fair here. That is my decree. And on my turn, I'll probably cycle the Frostveil Ambush. I have more instants. Okay, well, I can play this. We're getting countered here. That's fine. I mean, all these cycle cards are very cheap draw 2s. They even make a fairy. Alright. Well. I'll just attack for 1. This wouldn't be going into the graveyard anyway. I get to draw 2 cards on my opponent's turn anyway. I guess actually Bag of Holding is a little better. It's draw 2, discard 1, where this is... Oh, okay, that's fine. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to block this. Maybe they were trying to play around counter magic. Well, joke's on them. I don't play counter magic. Anyway, yeah, the issue is that they can disrupt it. They can disrupt how many cards I get to draw if they can deal with Riel, whereas if I cycle Frostveil Ambush, that's not the case. But something tells me that they're trying to go big rather than playing a ton of removal. I think that the instant speed removal in these colors tends to be pretty expensive. This is a human. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's fine. Because I'm gonna respond by activating Bag of Holding, draw and discard. Ooh, do they have something else? Oh, no, okay. Shark Typhoon. I think I just gotta slam the Shark Typhoon next turn. Maybe not. It's not actually that good. Alright, we're not playing Ox of Agonis anytime soon. And we're just gonna fire at the opportunistic dragon with Ironcrag Pyromancer. Yeah. And get a second card. That is... I guess you can't mutate onto a human, which is the issue here. So you can't steal something and then mutate onto it. But I guess you wouldn't want to either, because then if you ever took care of the opportunistic dragon, then they'd get the card back. Anyway. Alright. Ironcrag Pyromancer pulling its weight. He could just play Crackling Drake. It's a 1/4. Oh, I guess it does count stuff in exile, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll take. You know what? Why am I not just jamming this Cavalier of Flame? I get to draw so many cards if it resolves. I mean, they could have a counter magic up. I guess I just don't really need to, is the thing. Like, if I just sit back here and cycle through my cards, I think that's pretty solid. Riel, still a 0/3. One downside of having Bag of Holding. Can't be countered, right? Yeah, let's get this Tail's End out of here. Alright, I guess I just play the Crackling Drake here. I played my 6th land. Oh. I actually want to cycle and attack with 1. I want to cycle and play the Brazen Borrower is actually what I want to do. Could ambush with the Shark Typhoon. But again, I don't think I'm playing any non-creature spells anytime soon. I think I just cycle the Frostveil Ambush on their turn. You know, get another fairy, play the Brazen Borrower. If I draw a untapped red source, which shouldn't be hard. I mean, I can just Cavalier Flame, discard everything. That would draw so many cards. But all I need to do is hit an untapped red source, then all of a sudden give haste, and I'm dealing tons of damage out of nowhere, but not really out of nowhere. I mean, I've got this board set up and whatnot. Well, my opponent, I think their plan is probably to go big, and that's exactly what they should do, I think. Because, like, if it just comes down to grinding, I can grind. Alright, put a land on top, or into play. Seems good. Cav of Thorns, good old Cav of Thorns. That is going to be some defenses against my assault here. I could triple block Thrix if I wanted to. I could just replay the Leyline. I guess they could play Karuga, draw 2 cards, but that... I don't think... Oh, maybe. Yeah, I've got the ramp cards. Seems very important for that strategy. Sorry for the helicopter in the background. So, pass. Oh, you know what else I can do? I can shoot this for 2 and double block with fairies. That strikes me as being not bad. So let's cycle this. Bag of Holding, Riel, Ironcrag Pyromancer, Improbable Alliance. Everything is just working exactly how I wanted it to. Are they going to take down the Improbable Alliance? No. Ooh, I even drew a counterspell. So let's hit the Thrix. Get another fairy, double block Thrix. This also shuts off the line of them playing their companion this turn. Pretty happy with how well this deck is grinding. Alright. Terramander? Still no instants or sorceries in graveyards. Okay, well, I mean, I can play this. It doesn't do much. I can play this. This shoots stuff. At least. Alright, I'll do that. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to just discard cards here. Maybe I'm supposed to activate Bag of Holding. It seems that I should be playing to the board with so many cards in hand. I just need to... Mystical Dispute. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not like I can do anything about it, right? Alright, I will attack with Brazen Borrower. That actually is kind of cool, that using Mystical Dispute there, because it costs 3, but you can often play it for less than 3. Getting to cheat on mana cost is a good way of making Karuga work a little better. They have to, like, it's on the board. The Bag of Holding is there. I have to know that that's a possibility. I'm going to play my untapped land and Ionize. Again, there's no need for me to focus on card advantage at this point. My opponent has, you know, whatever cards. I've got 4 cards under the Bag of Holding. What are they? Tail's End, Frostveil Ambush. The cards that I cycled that I can cycle again. That's so funny. Alright, here's the Shark Typhoon. Awesome. Non-creature spells. Alright, I'll go ahead and Ionize that. We're going to put a lot of cards under the Bag of Holding. 7, yeah. So I just need a red mana. I'm going to shoot something. We're going to draw so many cards. Draw like 10 cards. You know, we could probably find an Unsummon and play Unsummon in addition, because we're playing 2 Unsummons. We're playing... Oh, okay. Okay. It's pretty good. Quasi Duplicate. Copying an expensive creature. Well, we could still find 2 Unsummons. Seems not unreasonable that we'd find 1. Anyway, just play Cavalier Flames, discard all my cards, draw 1,000,000 cards with 3L. I know what everything in their hand is, or everything they have access to, at least. Here's one issue with Karuga, and especially in Brawl, because you already have your commander that is something else that you can do with your mana. If you are also playing a companion, that gives you more things to do with your mana. Now, what this all means... Oh, I can also make an 8/8, if I would rather do that instead. Look, 8/8 is good, but double Unsummon is better. So we're gonna shoot for the double Unsummon. We're gonna discard 10 cards here, or we're gonna draw 10 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First time you discard cards, draw that many cards. Also 1,000,000 Bag of Holding. We're gonna go. Oh, I guess actually I can find something that does 3 damage. Wow, that was a pretty unspectacular draw 10. you think draw 10, and you think, wow, I'm gonna really stick it to him, and then this happens. All right, you know what? Fine, be that way. Pass. Discard 2 cards. Temple and Island. I'll leave up the counter magic. Fine. My opponent has enough mana to go Quasi-Duplicate plus Illuna. That is scary. What happens when you copy... Oh boy, what happens when you copy a mutated creature? I mean, I'm not going to be able... I'm not letting them do both, don't worry. But my understanding is that it would be the conglomerate of the parts, right? It wouldn't be two creatures. It wouldn't give you two creatures. It would just give you what the mutated creature is effectively at that moment. That's pretty wild. All right, let's count out how much mana our opponent has. They have, is this 4? 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 6, 10 mana. So I can mutate a Luna and copy something with Quasi-Duplicate. We have Neutralize because we're boring and play counter spells. This Bag of Holding really did not do what I wanted it to do. We can draw 11 cards by popping the Bag of Holding. I mean, we already have 7 cards in hand. People like Reliquary Tower a lot, and that's actually one of the reasons why I don't like it, is because if you have more than your maximum hand size, you don't need all those cards. It comes up occasionally, but it's usually not necessary. Let's give First Strike. It does give First Strike. We are pretty wide. They can't sit back and do nothing. Yeah, we're gonna counter this. Don't need them to get a random 6/6. On top of this being now flying. I guess it's, well, I don't know. I think it's better to just let them have the Quasi-Duplicate on a Cavalier of Thorns. Yeah, like another 5/6, that's going to be annoying for sure, but I think it's better for us. I can play the Royal Scions and try to get up to that ultimate. That's pretty slow. Draenith Stinger. Not exciting. I can go for blood to fight my Cavalier Flame against their Cavalier of Thorns, but they're the same size. Jeez. I mean, I really want an unsummon for this. Or are they attacking? They've got something? This is a sorcery, right? Alright, so. Let's see. I don't think a 2/2 is going to... Well... That could be our game plan. Just recast the Bag of Holding. No, I think we should just fire off the Royal Scions here.
Our bond was forged in battle.
Gives +2. You know what? You know what?
Embrace your fear and charge.
Embrace your fear and charge. Well said. Well said, the Royal Scions. They're at 16. This is half of their life total. Let's go for it. Go for blood. Also, we have a grand total of 1 card in our graveyard. Land card in our graveyard. This is sorcery. Okay. They're going to be able to stack their deck here. No? They don't get the dying trigger? Oh, they only blocked with 1. Why would they want a chump block? That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Alright, I'm just gonna cycle this. We have to do something this turn, right? Cathartic Reunion. Okay. This is another way to draw a ton of cards in this deck. If you've got Riel, it's discard 2, draw 5. You come out up many cards. How's a duplicate? Well, oh, this is a sorcery. Way to go. Well, I guess I'm cycling this. This is also a sorcery. I guess we're going to the dome. When this dies, you may exile it. I guess you can't exile something that isn't there? I guess is the reason why they didn't get the death trigger of Cavalier of Thorns. That's my guess. I was looking for an unsummon this entire game. Agent of Treachery. You got it. You got enough resources, though. I don't think we care too much about that. Let's just take the Iron Creek Pyromancer City. Enough. Enough is enough. Alright, so what are we going to do on our turn? We're going to... Oh, yeah, that attack is fine. We can just let through. I mean, this doesn't have a minus ability anyway.
Cover my back, Rowan.
Yeah, we're gonna... Let's draw some cards. We can discard 2 lands. Sure. This Bag of Holding truly is magical. There's the unsummon that I was looking for so long. Alright.
There is no virtue without bravery.
Activations. Boom. I have pretty high hopes for this discard tribal. It does seem like a lot of fun. Oops, sorry. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got the Dredge deck. Let's play the Dredge deck. I'm a little, like... I'm not sure about how good the Dredge is going to work, but I am excited to try it. Alright, so we're trying to get cards into our graveyard and then make a big mutation with Nethroi. And return a whole bunch of stuff back from the graveyard. Gilded Goose, alright. Go ahead and play. Ooh. That lets us duress on turn 1. Is that even that good? I mean, we're not playing anything on turn 2 anyway. We can try to find some sort of acceleration. Goose? Yeah, I want to play Goose plus duress on turn 2. That sounds good to me. This will be interesting. Our opponent is also playing a mutate deck. Brokos, though. This one... The Brokos deck that I made is just like pure mutations. Alright. Shocking Arcane Signet. Ooh. Can eat that with Knight of Autumn. I could have also taken it with Duress, which would have been not bad. They're going to play something else also? Destiny Spinner. Well, I'm not countering anything. There's the Goose. It's Duress. Let's see what you got. Miss. Mamba. Mamba takes down Goose. That is a big deal. This costs 5 to mutate. But they did use up their treasure for this. And I'm going to be able to hit their Arcane Signet with Knight of Autumn. Although, they kind of just have a lot of mana. I guess it keeps my Goose around an extra turn, but it's not like this Goose is insane either. Like, my deck is trying to trade stuff off, get stuff into the graveyard, so that when I do play Nethroi, I can get a big return. So maybe I just play this Leyline Prowler. We'll have a 6/6. Give up on the goose. Yeah, this also hits enchantments, such as Destiny Spinner. I'm going to play Leyline Prowler, because this is going to let me... I assume that they're going to play this and attack for 6 next turn. If they do attack, I can just block. That's fine with me. Then I play Knight of Autumn, blow up their Destiny Spinner. Well, their Arcane Signet's even still more valuable than the Destiny Spinner. But, I mean, they can just play a 6/6. But then what? I need to get up to 7 mana in order to get Nethroi's mutation. I don't know if we have a ton of like interaction in this deck, so like if they do just sit back on the mutation of Rokos, I mean, they could get the job done. They're going to have to do it with this mystery card and the rest of the top of their deck, though. Oh, they didn't have an untapped land, so they're actually short of mana. Well, it's not going to change what I'm going to do. This would have come into play untapped if they really wanted to do it. No, wait, no. How come? Okay, I guess I just missed something. My bad. So... I think it's pretty clear that you just want to target the goose here, right? I guess if they target the Leyline Prowler, it means that they do get an attack in. Or maybe the client is just hanging because it's never handled mutation before. Okay, here we go. Or trying to figure out how the mutation works. Alright, there goes my Gilded Goose. That's fine, that's fine. I anticipated this. I need to draw 2 more lands. I can play... No, I probably want to play Mire Triton here and then Gorging, because like this will trade with Brokos. Also, it will mill me too. And if they just want to trade, that's fine. I guess what happens then is they can just turn something else in. Ooh, geez. Attacking with the Destiny Spinner? Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Just to get the 6 damage through? I'll take that. In any case, I am so looking forward to Nethroi. It's going to be exciting. All right, I'm just going to take that. Each creature they have can mutate into... Oh, wait, maybe... Is this a human? Oh, it's a human. It wasn't going to be able to do it anyway. I'm such a fool. Sometimes I just don't know, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll follow it up with the Mire Triton. 1, 2, 3, 4. All lands? Oh, man, I could have used those lands. This has Death Touch. It can block Brokos. And there's another creature. We are only at 5 mana. Okay, but like this Gilded Goose, for example, could turn into Brokos. In fact, if they attack and I block, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I guess I have to gain life with Knight of Autumn? That's pretty unexciting. Huh. Brokos is really interesting. I really definitely underestimated how interesting of a card Brokos is. So I play this, I play Knight of Autumn. If I draw a land on the next, or on one of the next 2 turns, then I do get to play Nethroi. Casualties of War. Brutal. Well, that card's good. I don't think you need me to tell you that. Okay, so now I'm looking at just playing this as a 5/5. Because Gilded Goose with Brokos is fantastic. Oh, they're not attacking? Alright. I might just have to play this as a 5/5. We're 2 lands away from being able to mutate it. This attack isn't getting much better unless they find an answer from Mire Triton, and then things are definitely in the scary zone. But the closer we get to mutating this... Oh, shoot, my camera. Let's get that camera back, shall we? Also, I guess the white square goes away if I hide behind my microphone here. So, let's see. They're probably trying to figure out what to do about this. I'm probably going to have to gain 4 life with Night of Autumn. No, I think... Oh, permanent though. So just Destiny Spinner. Is that good? It just means that future mutations are better, essentially. Okay, well, then I can kill the Destiny Spinner. They don't get the Casualties of War back. That would be an absolute disaster for me. Oh, and they get to give something -2/-2. I totally forgot about that. Wow, okay. Alright, alright. Opponent's gonna attack for 6. No blocks this. Alright, I'm gonna just play Nethroi. Do not have the mana to mutate it. Man, if they have another mutate card and they get to pick off my Skull Prophet, that is huge. I'm getting really punished for not taking down the Arcane Signet with Night of Autumn. I had the chance. Brazen Borrower. Alright, we're going to the hand. They can attack with both. Take 8, go down to 7. That's fine. They do not have Brazen Borrower on the next turn. Okay. No blocks. Hit me. Let's bring Nethroi back. That'll stop their attack. Man, if I rip the land... they don't draw a mutate to kill my Skull Prophet. I can get back Mire Triton, Leyline, Incubation Druid. It's not good enough, is it, Goose? It's exciting, but it's not good enough, I think. Alright. Bring back Nethroi. Just playing the Triumph out. Not attacking. So they've got the attack here. We'll drop to 1. That's fine. Leah's a creature. Well, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can actually get rid of Nylea being a creature, but it means that we have to destroy the artifact/enchantment of Destiny Spinner. Yeah, that's just going to the graveyard. Their only attack is with Brokos. Yeah, this is not looking good. We're going to have to chump block on the next turn. Wait, how do they have the mana for that? Oh, it costs 1 less because of this. Oh, shoot. I mean, I could just... I think I would have to just trade. And then I am playing Nethroi. It's not good. It would turn off Nylea if I trade. But then they're just going to put this on a flyer and start attacking. It's really difficult to determine whether the trade is correct or not. Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. That's probably a good one. Let's make sure that we have Assassin's Trophy up. Can we do that? Yeah, we can. Destroy target artifact enchantment. Get rid of this Destiny Spinner. Okay. Yeah, I'll attack with this one because we need to not be dead. And if they mutate it onto a flyer, that's fine. We can Assassin's Trophy it in the middle of combat. They're probably just going to attack with it anyway. We probably... Yeah, we don't have a Death Toucher, so I probably just... Yeah. That's going to the Graveyard. We don't have a Death Toucher, so I can't really block this. I could also just take the damage. It's not the biggest deal. Activating again. They do have 2 mana left over after that. But if it's something that I can't play, then I get to Agonizing Remorse it. If they can also just attack with Brokos, that's fine. This does outrace it. This attacks for a lot. 10-point life swings. All right, this has been an exciting one, I gotta say. I think they're trying to figure out whether they want to make that attack or not. I think I just let it go through. I think they are going to get to that point where they have to trade. Like, the 10-point life swings is just not something that they can let go on turn after turn. I need to not forget to tap Skull Prophet. This feels like a card that probably should have been in Ravnica block. But like that format was sorely lacking for enablers in Golgari, and I mean it didn't have many payoffs either, but this would have fit right in there. Did we? Is something bad happening? It looks like Arena crashed, so we're seeing if we can get this back up. Oh, looks like we're back up. That's good. All right, so I'm definitely just trading the flyers off. Taking 6, and then this will race harder. Yeah. Ooh, that one's a good one too. Holy cow. That's actually really scary. Because they can play it on their next turn? No, they can't because they don't have... Oh, yes, they can because of the Arcane Signet. Alright. Well, they're going to try to mutate this, and I'm going to have to Assassin's Trophy it. Am I... Yeah. So they can put it on Grokos, give something -2/-2, or attempt to give something -2/-2. I think I get a response window. I hope. If not, this is going to look real embarrassing. Okay, yeah, looks like I do get a response window. So they'll just have a 2/4. And yeah, I can't let them Just keep that. Does mean that they get to put Brokos on something else. Everything they have can turn into Brokos. They're still one short, so they're not going to have the devotion for Nylea. But every land also matters because of Nylea. I might be able to attack them down, but I'm running out of stuff to do. I guess I should take down their Castle Lockwayne. They probably should have activated that once instead of Nylea, because this draws a card for sure. You know, they have to discard, or they lose a life, but that's a small price to pay. Yeah. I don't think I really have anything going on. That Cavalier of Thorns would have been a good draw, I guess. Yeah, Brokos is going to get me. I don't think they have anything else they can do. Okay. Yeah, like I can hit Brokos, but it just doesn't do anything. I'll just do this now. Take out the castle. What do I need? So I'm looking for like an ultimatum, right? That's the best card that I can draw. That requires like triple green or something. I think I'm fine on mana symbols. I'll just get a forest. I've got these 2 lands that produce white or black. It was on top! It was the top card and I just shuffled my library? No, not like this. Oh man, brutal. Alright, so they're gonna make a food. Yeah. They're gonna turn something into Brokos and attack. But unless they have another mana symbol on top of their deck, which they do not. They can also dig for one with Nylea. We're in the stage where Nylea is actually just pretty good. Yeah, you have to mutate. I feel like they should just put on the Gold Goose and attack. Because like this also lets them draw cards. Maybe they are thinking that this activates Nylea. It does mean that their Caryatid makes more mana, but might as well just put it on the flyer. How far am... Jeez. So, if this has tax, it costs 9 in order to get that mutate off. That's expensive. Let's see. We got Erebos too. Oh my. They can just play Erebos. Oh my. Yeah, that's a yikes. Yeah. I think they're going to outgrind me here. We've had a bunch of decks that have done what they've set out to do. This deck has not done what it's set out to do, which is to get a big reanimation with Nethroi. Always mill. Okay, I didn't want those lands anyway. I don't know, maybe I did. Maybe my game plan is to trade off Nethroi and then replay it on the Dryad. I mean, I get a lot of stuff back. Like, these are free to get back. So they didn't attack. Alright, I'm gonna sit tight. I think that the Double God is gonna be the end of me, though. Oh, geez, I forget everything's cheaper, too. I can't really afford to sit back. I think when I built this deck, the game plan was to eventually, like, outgrind them. That's just not going to happen here. Return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Return this. You don't get a huge mutation here. But you don't necessarily want to stack the mutations. Like this, you might as well just put on something else. Unless you're trying to get one of those things that's for each card that is mutated or something. This is actually could be good for me. Hold on. If this goes to my hand, then all of a sudden I can mutate this. Ooh, wait, that might have given me a chance. They're going to activate Nylea again. I don't have anything that gives haste. I do have a few creatures with haste. But I'm going to get... Okay, so I was talking about how this deck hasn't done what it set out to do, but hey. we might be doing just that. I think my camera's going to die soon. Alright, so we're probably going to see another, activation of Nylea. This one is an enchantment, just going to the graveyard. They're going to attack for 6 here. They could have attacked for 10 if they split it up and make me block. If I block, though, it's like not a big deal. I mean, I can get the Knight of Autumn back right now. Alright, so I'm going to activate Skull Prophet first. Let's see what's in the graveyard. Thorn Mammoth. Oh, Tristani is huge. Okay, so I need to decide whether I have 2 to spare. I'm definitely getting Tristani. I think I probably want Thorn Mammoth, because that's going to start eating their creatures. So that's 7, and then the Vulture plus 2 Mana Dorks. So I don't want to block with this Knight of Autumn, I don't think. Oh, they can sacrifice something to give... Oh, geez, I can't even mutate this. No! Oh man, so sad. Just activate Nylea one more time. Nothing but okay. All right, I mean, I think they see it, but just in case they don't. Not like this. I guess I'm still alive. They have to sacrifice something, but then they get to draw an additional card. What does this say? If you... Okay, that doesn't seem that scary. I'd have to draw something that mutates, and I just don't think I have anything that mutates. I think this is the only card that mutates in the entire deck. I'm trying to play something cheap and then play Nethroi on top of it. Don't do it! Not like this! No! Oh my god, we would get Tristani, 2 Mana Dorks, and a Flyer, and Thorn Mammoth. Oh my god, please, not like this. No, don't do it. Oh man. Well, I'm excited to get this off for when it goes off for real. They're at 10. Send in the attacker. I don't think I care about that. It's not going to do anything until next turn anyway. They should attack back for more. I think they want to keep that on top. Yeah, I'm going to block. I have to block. Then I can recast Nethroi. Oh, they're putting it on bottom. They really want... Oh, maybe they kept it on top for Devotion. All right. This has been a crazy game. I'm so sad that they saw the sacrifice with Erebos. So sad. We have 7 lands now. They're really pondering on this scry. Keeping it on top, they can activate Nylea to get it. Well, if they can't play it immediately, I mean, they can play 4 mana cards. Like that one. That's also good against the Death Touch here. Oh, and it turns on Nylea. Not like this. Oh, I'm blocking Brokos. I'm not going to block something that's indestructible. Are you kidding me? Go to 4. Oh my god, if I draw a land here, I have enough mana. I have exactly enough to mutate. No, it's a human! Oh no! Well, it wasn't going to happen anyway. Alright. Well, that was some late some late drama there. All right, let's see if we can get one more game in. I'm going to switch my cameras because I think that my good camera is about to die. So, boom. Alright, so what are we going to do here? I've got the white-black tribal, but I'm not too excited about it. Let's do cycling tribal. This is similar to ultimatum tribal in what it's trying to do, but it's much more reanimation based. Alright, we got Brokos again. Alright, well. So the whole plan of this deck is to discard a bunch of creatures, and discard a bunch of creatures with cycling, and then get them all back with either Nethroi, which we saw in the last one, or the Abzan Ultimatum. This destroys an artifact. Okay, so I'll just play this untapped. Pass. We're just going to cycle Gopher Blood. A lot of the cards just don't do anything. So we'll go ahead and cycle this one. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and play an Arcane Signet. Ooh, it's not bad. Godzilla, Primeval Champion. Titanoth Rex, is that what this is called? Yeah, it's Titanoth Rex. So, I don't have anything that cycles for... I guess Gilded Goose. We can take down the Gilded Goose with Shredded Sails. Play it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna have to be able to mount something before this hits me. All right, well, let's take down the let's take down the Gilded Goose. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I definitely did my mana incorrectly. But let's face it, I'm just cycling this Godzilla. I screwed that up. I should have played Ominous Seas, I think. Yeah, alright. You know what? My opponent didn't have a ton of removal. I can just play Kenrith and threaten to reanimate Godzilla, right? That's a thing? Sure, why not? Yeah, you can make a 6/6. This isn't even a rare, this is just an uncommon. Alright, draw, discard. Respectable. Hang on the Mysterious Egg. Seven, alright. Attacking? When you cycle this, shuffle it, so I can actually reanimate this in response to the trigger. Look, you can attack me. That's cool. That is A-okay. You got it. No blocks. So am I dead if I just go for it? Seems unlikely. I hope there's a basic land for me to search here. I think there's got to be a blue source, right? Okay, yeah. Oh, Here's Godzilla. So they need 3 more green mana symbols. It just seems unlikely. All right, let's go. Let's go. 5 mana 5 color reanimator, Kenrith reanimator. I mean, the way this is supposed to be done is with the Absent Ultimatum, and then you get all the permanents back. So, like, you know, I could discard these enchantments and get them back. I've got Trample. Next turn, other Godzilla's coming at you. Yadaro. I need to get used to their real names, their magic names, and not just their Godzilla crossover names. This is 7/7. It blocks Kenrith. Do they have the Cavalier of Thorns to turn on their Nylea? Or is this what's that card? The Command the Dread Horde? Great Henge. Got it. If they have another green source, or if they can get another green symbol, Nylea turns on. But as it stands, they are taking roughly infinite damage. That is a card with a green mana symbol, but it cannot be played this turn. They are 1 mana short from it. Right, so they're going to activate again. Lucrinus. Alright. Attacking. This is not quite lethal. They gotta hope that I don't have a creature, but oh, do I have a creature? Okay. So I hope this works the way that I want it to do. Cycle. Auto pay is fine. In response, reanimate. Oh, the instant speed reanimate. Oh, yeah. There we go. And we get to draw a card. Trample. Trample. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that... Pretty happy with how that turned out. They were 1 mana off from being able to activate Nylea. Now, does that mean I lose? Probably not immediately. But it does mean that this doesn't just win the game. Alright. Thanks, everyone, for watching the Brawl Project. Again, if you are looking for the deck text for these decks, they are in a different video. I'll link to them here. Yeah, be on the lookout for more Brawl action from Ikoria. The set is super sweet. I love all the cycling stuff, and I like all the huge monsters that you get to play. And I've had a blast both making these decks and playing these games. And thanks for MTGLandfall for helping me record these videos. It was a blast playing against them. I'm actually going to go pop into their stream now and say that I had a great time. All right, that'll be it for me today. I'll see you on the next one, and right, have a good one.